Prepare yourselves, viewers, for a deep dive into the enigmatic financial universe of former President Donald Trump. As we embark on this journey, we're confronted with intriguing questions. Is Trump's wealth as substantial as he claims, or is there more than meets the eye? Are we about to unveil the reality behind the glossy facade, peeling off layers of mystery and deception? Stay tuned, because the revelations we uncover will leave you astounded. Watch till the end, for the conclusion holds shocking truths that might just reshape your perception of one of the most talked about billionaires in the world. Let's unravel the captivating saga of Donald Trump's wealth together. Donald Trump's early life and rise in business. To understand Donald Trump's wealth, we need to go back to the beginning. Born on June 14, 1946, Trump came from a prosperous family, thanks to his father, Fred Trump, who had a thriving real estate empire. After graduating from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania in 1968, Donald joined his father's business. He was groomed to take over the family empire. However, it's worth noting that the early success was heavily influenced by his father's efforts. Under Fred's guidance, Donald was awarded various real estate projects, which allowed him to amass considerable wealth. During this time, it could be argued that much of his financial success was due to his father's legacy and not solely his business acumen. Expanding the Trump empire. After Fred Trump's passing, Donald Trump took the reins and embarked on a journey that expanded the Trump empire far beyond real estate. He was responsible for iconic projects such as Trump Tower in New York City, Mar-a-Lago in Florida, Trump National Doral in Miami, and Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. His portfolio extended to luxury resorts, golf courses, hotels, and casinos. Donald Trump was on the path to becoming one of the world's most famous businessmen. Despite the undeniable success of these ventures, questions have arisen about the extent of his personal involvement and the role his teams played in these projects. Some argue that he ensured his wealth by extracting the maximum financial benefit while doing minimal work, emphasizing delegation as a key strategy. Controversies surrounding Trump's tax returns. However, Donald Trump's wealth became a subject of controversy during his presidential campaign in 2016. Unlike most presidential candidates, he refused to release his tax returns to the public. This unusual decision raised eyebrows and generated questions about what he might be hiding. He continuously assured the public that he would release them soon, but it took years of legal battles and court orders before his tax returns saw the light of day. The delay in releasing his tax returns fueled suspicions that he might be hiding information that could tarnish his financial image, casting doubts on the claims he had made regarding his wealth. Donald Trump's unusual tax payments. When Trump's tax returns were finally revealed, they contained some startling revelations. The IRS found that, in some years, Trump reported negative income, indicating significant losses. This was puzzling, given the diverse nature of his investments. Additionally, it was disclosed that Trump had paid only $750 in federal income taxes in both 2016 and 2017, while paying no income taxes in 10 of the previous 15 years. Trump himself openly admitted to taking advantage of tax loopholes to pay minimal taxes, a statement that raised serious concerns. The revelation of these extremely low tax payments created a public outcry, as the average American was paying far more in taxes than a billionaire like Trump. It called into question the fairness and equity of the tax system. The IRS investigates Trump's tax practices. The IRS began scrutinizing Trump's tax practices, particularly his use of expenses to reduce his tax liabilities. Some of these expenses were not typical for businesses like his, and they raised red flags. For instance, he was found to have engaged in dubious transactions, such as buying properties at inflated prices and selling them at significant losses, all in an effort to sidestep taxes. These practices mirrored those of his father, Fred Trump, who had employed similar strategies. The IRS investigations have revealed a pattern of questionable financial practices, and some experts argue that Trump's financial success may have been partly due to his ability to manipulate the tax system. Trump's ambition to be on the Forbes 400 list. Every year, Forbes publishes the Forbes 400 list, ranking the wealthiest individuals in the United States. Donald Trump, an individual who craved recognition, was keen on being part of this prestigious list. He made it onto the list in 1982 and remained on it for 25 years. However, his sudden exclusion in 2007, falling $300 million short of the requirements, led to speculation about his actual wealth. This desire to be on the Forbes 400 list highlights Trump's fixation on public image and how he was willing to go to great lengths to maintain the appearance of being an immensely wealthy individual. The revelation of inflated asset values. Perhaps the most revealing aspect was Trump's habit of inflating the value of his assets. He did this to secure a spot on the Forbes 400 list. Trump's ego couldn't bear the idea of not being included. To achieve this, he reported that his assets were worth up to 2,000% more than their actual value. His accountants played a pivotal role in this scheme, manipulating the numbers to align with his claims. This practice of inflating asset values is a clear example of how Trump was willing to bend the rules and use financial tricks to portray himself as wealthier than he might have been in reality. Trump's use of fake names and insider impersonations. As if these revelations weren't enough, audio recordings surfaced in which Trump impersonated an imaginary insider named John Barron. In these recordings, he claimed that women and actresses were eager to date him, alluding to his inflated sense of self-importance. It's a reflection of Trump's penchant for bending the truth to fit his narrative. The use of pseudonyms and impersonations raises questions about Trump's credibility and how far he was willing to go to control his public image. The question of whether Donald Trump is a true billionaire is more complex than it seems. While he boasts significant wealth from his diversified investments, his financial practices have come under scrutiny, and his legacy is closely tied to his father's business acumen. With multiple lawsuits looming and potential tax evasion charges, Trump's financial future remains uncertain. It's a story that continues to evolve, and only time will reveal the final chapter. The legacy of Donald Trump's wealth is marked by a combination of genuine success and questionable financial practices, making it a topic of ongoing debate and fascination.